Hi there, Virgo. How are you doing? Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. My name is Fairlight. I have to start out with my disclaimer. Please forgive any background noise you hear. I'm actually at work. And if you happen to find yourself in downtown Asheville, come on by Instant Karma. You can get a personal reading from me. I do palm and tarot and astrology readings. Or if you're not in Asheville, you can hit me up with the information below and we can still do a reading. All right, so with that said, a lot of cards wanted to come out. There's a lot of talking that wants to be done. And it wants to start with this card called Release. And looking at everything else, it looks like there's just a theme, like every sign is coming through some sort of a release. Everybody has been through hell, but you're coming out of it. We're all coming out of it. So, big collective sigh. Woo-hoo-hoo. But sometimes there's still a processing of like, what the fuck was all that about, you know? So let's look at a little bit of that. It looks like there was a little bit of fighting with some feminine energy. I've got, Five of Wands with the Empress reversed. And then for the sake of happiness underneath, Nine of Cups, I'm using the Crowley deck, so they call it happiness. I would call this a wish fulfillment, but it feels like kind of that martyrdom, sort of that disempowered feminine voice. And so it's almost like fighting with yourself, or you could have been fighting with somebody else. And what is the word? When you concede, to something that really isn't alignment with your truth. And so that's exactly what that is. So like a general kind of a voice that this would sound like would be like, oh, I'll do it. Don't worry about it. No, it's okay. I'll take care of it. No, you go ahead. I've got it. Or I don't need it. It's okay. You can have it. No, it's okay. When inside you're saying, yeah, no, I really could use some help, but it's like to keep the peace, you martyr yourself. Or even worse, it can sound a lot like, I know they shouldn't talk to me like that, but they've had a bad day. Or I know they shouldn't treat me like that, but that's not who they really are. I know who they really are. You know what? Fuck that. An empowered feminine voice sounds like, no, don't talk to me like that. I'm sorry you've had a bad day, but maybe I've had a bad day too. Why don't you come in and we can work things out, but don't treat me bad just because you're in a bad mood, or it sounds like, oh, you want to help me with that? Oh, I would so appreciate that. I know you can. Or, oh, you want to give me the last piece of cake? Well, yeah, I just volunteered for 8 hours. Sure, I'll take it. That kind of thing. Speaking your truth. Don't deny yourself, and don't lie, and don't not to speak your truth just because you want to avoid a fight. If it brings a fight, then bring it to the surface. Don't be codependent. That's toxic. So it feels like that's what a big release is about. You've just been through that scenario, and I think it's been a valuable lesson in learning what trouble you can get yourself in when you don't speak your truth, when you're trying to keep the peace, because it comes out anyway. So it's interesting how sometimes the words that want to come out are just crude. I looked at these cards ahead of time, and it was the Ace of Wands reversed underneath the Sun card. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all. And this Ace of Wands reversed is like, they're saying it's your dick in the dirt. Okay, so I don't know how putting your dick in the dirt could lead to your brilliance. But in light of all of that, sometimes going through something that stifles your passion brings you to a more authentic of like, wow, I really need to shine my light. And so that's overlaid by this card of art. And this is all alchemy. So let's go a little deeper into that. The alchemy of going into those lower vibrational toxic energies so that you can bring truth in through it, so that you can refine it, so you can alchemize it through your higher vibration. Learning to speak your truth. This is the Queen of Swords. Learning to speak your truth and cutting off what doesn't serve you. So again, sometimes we go deeply into what doesn't resonate as us, so that we can be more clear about who we truly are. Who we truly are, refining ourselves, refining our energy, and that brings us to emotional fulfillment, 10 of Cups. Satiety. So that's a lot of energy. and there's so many cards here that want to speak to that have brought you through to the universe, to the end of a major cycle. And it's funny, we've got the Knight of Swords reversed mirroring the Prince of Swords upright. So again, I feel like with the Queen of Swords upright, it just is all about the same energy that we started out with. Whew, I just feel like I'm speaking a mouthful. It's a good thing I just took a big dropper of CBD oil. I'm a total proponent of CBD or THC in all of its, and I don't know why, Virgo, that would come through for you. But my guides were even like, take this dropper full of CBD. And that feels really way off topic. Remember, this is Airy Fairy Tarot, but I feel like there's significance to everything that comes through this, lucid stream that I open up. I feel like it's about self-care. It's also about doing what you need to raise your vibration. Now, I don't always turn to CBD to raise my vibration. A lot of times I'll eat grapefruit. When I can, I get to nature. Take your shoes off and get out and touch the ground and do some earthing, connecting to something that's very strong and loving and nourishing. And so that's where it comes through, nourishing your soul, getting yourself back into your authentic vibe. I've been telling everybody to tap right here, take a deep breath, and remember that prime reality is within. Prime reality is within. What is your authentic vibrational frequency? And I just want to sing to you. What is your authentic vibrational frequency? I mean, you can make a song out of anything, whatever. And then we come back to this card. Art. What is your art? So, and it's funny, there seems to be a theme throughout some of these readings that I've been doing about letting go of the illusion, letting go of trying to play the game of doing what other people want you to do, playing the game of, all right, I'll make life easy by not living my authentic truth, and and realizing that's nothing but a bunch of disharmony. You can't sing a beautiful song if you're trying to sing a song of chaos, if you're trying to sing a song that isn't true for you. It's like trying to sing in a key. I'm a singer, I know this. Trying to sing in a key that really isn't right for you. It's discordant, it cracks, it breaks, and it's not your truth. Don't try to be something that isn't you. Don't try to be something that isn't you, Virgo. And especially you fucking Virgos. I've moved to Asheville and I have never found myself surrounded by so many Virgos. But my guitar player is a Virgo. I've got more Virgos than I could count on two hands. Well, maybe not that many. I don't have that many friends. But I've got so many Virgos in my life. And one thing I've discovered about you Virgos, you're really speakers of truth. It's funny that you're earth energy, but you're ruled by Mercury. You really know how to communicate yourselves. You really know how to get to the heart of the matter. I really appreciate, but you're also fucking creative geniuses. I love Virgos. Virgos have become my favorite sign. I just love y'all. You're just so weird. And you're so, but you're so on point. You get to the heart of the matter. My heart just starts like, woo, vibrating. You get to the heart of the matter. So get to the heart of the matter for yourself. I think that's one thing that has really been the lesson for you. You're so efficient and you're so good at getting to the heart of the matter that people tend to think that you exist for them. You exist to make their lives better because you're so good at it. But I think now it's time for you to admit that you're not here to live your life only to make other people happy. You're too fucking creative, too beautiful to do that because you've got so much more to give. And so when you get into your art, when you get into your alchemy, yes, you're still alchemizing. You're still taking those lower vibrations and transmuting them into these higher realms, but doing it in a way that's so much more satisfying for yourself. Oh my God, that's what it is. Getting to where you're doing something that is so much more satisfying for yourself, where you can put yourself into other people's scenarios and you can really create a great world for others, but it's not satisfying here. But now learning that when you really are true to yourself and doing what's satisfying for yourself, that you are creating such a light within that it just resonates out and it's just knocking people back, and you are doing so much more for so many more people. And I think you're teaching others to go within and do that for themselves. You are a fucking inspiration, Virgo. You are on fire, and the lessons that you have just learned it's all of that. So go through the portal, or you've just gone through it. You've gone through. This is not just the end of the book. This is the end of burning down this library. Not that I would ever burn down a library, but what I mean is that now opening a whole grander library. Maybe this library was very limited in the type of stuff that it would, the information that it would hold. And so and maybe it held a lot of misinformation. It's like old paradigm library, burning that shit down. And now here's this whole new universe of knowledge opening to you, and you are opening the doors to that, and it's just vast, and you can just go in and swim in it. All right, that's a lot. Just let's take a deep breath. Put your feet on the floor, make your spine straight. Take a deep breath. And I give myself permission to sing. And they just want to come up. This Queen of Swords energy and this 10 of Cups energy. Learning that speaking your truth and cutting out the shit that is not authentic to you. Cutting out the bullshit that's just a waste of your time, and getting to the heart of the matter, speaking your truth, and doing only what is nourishing for your soul. Doing only what is nourishing for you. Very quickly, it's going to bring you to success and into a balance, a greater balance. And I feel like this Two of Discs is more than just finding balance, but it's that figure 8 energy. And so what I'm hearing is I am infinite abundance and prosperity, and I am infinite health and wellness. I am infinite abundance and prosperity, and I am infinite health and wellness. I am infinite abundance and prosperity, and I am infinite health and wellness. Breathe that in and let that be your mantra, because very quickly you are coming to some crazy success. And if negative thoughts start coming in, this is just like more information wanting to come through. If negative thoughts start coming in, or worries or whatever, take a deep breath and go within and meditate and get yourself back to balance, and just let that be your mantra. I am infinite abundance and prosperity, and I am infinite health and wellness. Bring yourself back to center, because the outside world, it's like, just because you found that clarity doesn't mean they're going to stop trying to bring you into their drama. Just don't go. Don't let them bring you strife. Don't let them bring you worry. Don't let them bring you into that. They don't have the right to steal your energy. And cut that shit out if you need to. Cut them the fuck out. You've got so many good things coming to you. And the final word is the Hanged Man. Being patient. You've been patient. Be a little more patient. The more you align, the more you breathe, and the more you bring yourself into balance. It won't be too long. Just be patient. It won't be too long before it all pays off. Illumination, and I feel like it's really positive rewards. I feel like this is a spiritual reward as well as a monetary. very physical reward. I'm feeling like it's an earthy reward, but it's spiritual. It's in alignment, and so it brings all of that, mind, body, spirit. It's all of that emotional abundance, success. Oh my God, Virgo. Things about coming your way, baby. Things about coming my way. So just align with that. If you would like a personal reading, you're welcome to get a hold of me. The information is down below. And if not, I'll just see you next reading. Love and blessings, Virgo. Thank you. Bye.